Question from a viewer. I found out you hardly give your children screens to watch. What would you say about teaching children scriptures through the screen rather than just audiobooks and Bibles? And pertinent information, this person, I guess, is not a stay-at-home mom. So they're wanting to also know for people who are not stay-at-home moms and, maybe don't have as many hours to spend with their kids. So, yeah, one thing, Charlie does watch TV sometimes, or he is in front of a screen sometimes. The thing about it is two things, or maybe three. But one, he doesn't have any personal device. Like, he doesn't own a device. He doesn't have something that's personal and private to him, or that he can, that's in his control or something like that. Like, there's no screen like that for him in our home or anywhere, in the car, nowhere. So that's one. Two, we curate what he watches. We very intentionally choose what we allow him to watch, with rare exception. The rare exception is like if he's at grandma or grandpa's house, they may put something on for him that I might not typically show him. I try not to be too picky with that because they're doing me a favor watching him. And as long as they're being considerate of Thomas and I's values, then I'm happy with that. So for example, they know that we don't put just any and everything on for Charlie. So they might play songs that they're not the songs that we play for him, but they're still great songs. Nothing wrong with them. My mom loves this a cappella, group from Southern Africa. And she loves to listen to them. And I don't put that on for Charlie, but I love it. That's what she likes. My dad puts on, this little monkey who, goes around and he goes to the market and he makes breakfast and I don't know. He's like one of those really smart monkeys. And I would not put that on for Charlie, okay? But my dad puts that on for Charlie. It's fine. It's fine. No problem. No issue, okay? It's not inappropriate. But yeah, so number two, when we're home or wherever that we have the opportunity to control what he watches, we're very intentional about what he is allowed to watch on the screen. And yes, we do very much limit what he watches, but yes, he does have some screen time. I just wanted to clarify that. You can use you can use screens to try to teach Bible or anything else. Do what works for you. To me, there's not one way to be successful. There's so many different ways and different approaches, to be successful. But I just think when it comes to screens, a lot of times the negatives outweigh the positives, especially at such a small age. And to be honest, on phone, I've never tried to let Charlie learn something through my phone, through apps or stuff like that. Cause I know there are learning apps and stuff like that. And the first time I tried to teach him something on my phone was math, because Charlie's not super interested in math right now. So I was like, well, maybe one of these kids learning apps would be good for him. So I downloaded, I think Khan Academy Kids, and just I would do literally just 10 minutes a day, literally only 10 minutes a day. Okay. So, and I was kind of just trying to get him to be a little bit more interested in math. So they have some counting games and I don't know, whatever. But to be honest, I don't like it. I don't think it's been that fruitful. I don't really feel like it's worth the trade-off of him having that extra screen time. So I'm looking for a different approach actually for math. Yeah, so I guess follow your intuition too. Trial and error is okay. Try something, and if it's not working, stop it. So now he still asks me for math, and most of the time I say no because for math on the phone. And most of the time I say no because I don't really find it very fruitful. But if I do give it to him, I will literally give him at this point 2 minutes. We'll do one thing and then off, just to scratch that itch for him, so he's not feeling oh, I want to, this is kind of too long, but it's because I'm being I guess very genuine and just thinking through the question. If you're not a stay-at-home mom and you want to teach your child, the Bible or really any other virtue, any other good thing, anything academic or otherwise, a couple of considerations. One consideration is that use the time that you have you don't have any other choice, right? So you can only use the time that you have and just try to do similar things, but don't put too much pressure on yourself. Okay, the second thing is really strongly think about the environment that he's in for the majority. Your child is in for the majority of the day, because very often they're in school for the best part of the day, right? Like 7 to 3 or 8 to 4 or what, I don't know, whatever your school hours are, but they're there for 8 hours plus of like the best part of the day. So be very picky about where they go to school if you can, because it matters, right? So yeah, if you can, so that the time that's out of your control is still somewhat in your control to the degree that you're able to choose where they go, right? In our case, we choose to homeschool. So, but some people choose to pay for a private school. Some people choose to literally uproot their whole family and move to a different town where the school system is better, where the education is better. So those are sacrifices that you, I think, should be willing to make for your child, if you can. If you can. And then the last thing is even furthermore, I guess. I know that many people aren't stay-at-home moms, but I do think that people don't sit down and think deeply enough about whether it's a possibility for them. If the things that Thomas and I talk about on our page, like, are inspiring to you, and you like the idea of being a stay-at-home mom and makes sense to you, whatever, sit and really take the time with your spouse to know whether it might actually make sense to be able to stay home with your child so that you do have more time to invest in them. I know it's not going to be for, everyone's not going to be able to get there right away, but it's just taking the time to actually really seriously sit down and think, is this possible for me? Because I think, like I said, not enough people do that. And if you did do that, you would find that there is a possibility that you could be a stay-at-home mom, or maybe work part-time instead of work full-time, or whatever, to be able to give more towards your family besides monetarily. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. Hope that helps.